Folks, when I was at EVO this year, a Smash player was explaining to me the power of this character right here, the Ice Climbers. In case you guys don't know, a very problematic thing about the Ice Climbers is that they can kill you off of one throw. No matter how low percent you are, if they get one grab, they are able to completely kill you, which is, yeah, a little bit powerful, I would say. But it got me thinking, does this exist in traditional fighting games like Street Fighter? So I did my best to dig up as many examples as I could of fighting game characters who can kill you off of a single throw. And I think there's a few more than you might expect. So let's take a look at this really broken mechanic of killing off of one throw, and I hope you guys enjoy the list. But guys, first I want to tell you about a new game that's coming out called Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra. Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra is the first 4v4 team battle game in the Dragon Ball franchise. You guys know I've been a pretty big fan of certain Dragon Ball games over the years, and Genshin Squadra is bringing that world to life with so many of your favorite characters like Super Saiyan Trunks, Android 18, and you know I'm hyped because they got my boy Krillin in there. Assemble a team of heroes with unique abilities and skills, each one fulfilling a specific role, like aggressive damage characters who have massive damaging abilities, tanks who are tough and can soak tons of damage without dying, and technical characters who can support the team by buffing your allies or by disrupting your enemies. Not only that, but you can customize your heroes in your own style with things like character skins, unique entrance animations, and the hype special finisher animations that you guys know and love from Dragon Ball. The game's coming to mobile via the App Store and Google Play, as well as Steam, PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. And the great thing is, the game is fully cross-platform, so you can play against people from anywhere. Plus, you can connect your accounts to carry over your progress seamlessly across devices. So make sure you use that link down below to pre-register now for Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra. Once again, use that link down below, pre-register right now, and get ready to play Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra as soon as it comes out. So thank you guys for using that link. I really appreciate it. And thank you to Dragon Ball Genshin Squadra for sponsoring this video. So the first character that came to mind when it comes to getting one throw and winning the whole round off it was T-Hawk. I have made videos about T-Hawk before, and for sure, his throw game is one of the craziest, most broken things in the history of Street Fighter. So the basic idea is this. T-Hawk cannot whiff a command throw. It is literally not possible. No matter what you do, he doesn't have any kind of animation where he grabs and misses. It simply doesn't exist. So if the throw connects, you get the throw. But if the throw doesn't connect, you just get whatever button you pressed to do the special move. And what's interesting about this is that you can also do special moves by releasing a button. So you can hold a button down, you can do a special move motion, and release the button to get the special move. So because of this, you can essentially do a command grab while blocking at the same time. Does that make sense? I release the button, and I'm blocking, so nothing comes out, and I can't get punished for whiffing this command throw. So a basic setup that you can do is this. You land the command grab, then you do a safe jump, so you're safe against reversals, and then you do the negative edge command grab. So this is the safe jump, so you can see if I try to Dragon Punch on Wake Up, he can block it because it's a safe jump. And then when he goes for the grab, if I try to Dragon Punch in between, he gets to block it because there's no throw whiff. And I mean, you can see he's doing the grab in this training mode recording, but if I Dragon Punch in between, he blocks it. So yeah, a pretty magical option select that literally does make T-Hawk able to checkmate you and win the whole round off of one hit or one throw. But the problem is this is very, very hard to execute. This is extremely difficult to do consistently. And T-Hawk is a very weak character that has a really hard time actually getting in a lot of matchups to throw the opponent. So that can definitely be a problem. But if you are godlike with the execution and you are a patient enough player to play T-Hawk, this is an extremely powerful tactic that can definitely win you a lot of games. So that was the first one that came to mind. Another one that I think a lot of people will think of when it comes to killing off one grab is Makoto. So Makoto's Super Art 2 is pretty crazy. It does a massive amount of damage and stun, and because Makoto has this command grab that she can combo off of, she can land a grab and then go into her Super R2. So legit, all we gotta do is land the grab, We go into the super. Nice and easy combo here on Akuma, who is a lower stun character, but we'll use our second super here, and voila! Touch of death off of one grab. Kind of insane. There are a couple things that make this a little hard. One problem is Makoto's back has to be close to the edge of the screen. If we push out here beyond the timer, we can no longer do this. Even if we do the heavy version of the super here, yeah, it's no good. So your back has to be close to the edge of the screen, not the corner. You can see we're not close to the corner here, but because we're close to the edge of the screen where she jumps off, the combo works. So yeah, that is one issue. Also, obviously, she needs 2 meters to do 100%, but is that really a problem? I mean, even if she's not doing 100%, she's still basically killing you off this grab. But then the third problem is, again, the execution is pretty insane on this. So like I said, I picked Akuma, a low health, low stun character, because yeah, you can stun him with like the easiest combo ever here. You just do this. But against characters with regular amounts of stun, you have to do a crazy combo that involves a Kara cancel, Dragon Punch like that, and she's off screen when you see it. So I attempted this combo in a video, and it took me legit like 2 days. It took me so many hours to actually land this combo once. But of course, the really good Makoto players, here we have Tominaga, one of the best Makotos in Japan. As you can see, gets the grab, is going to get the second meter with the triple uppercut combo. A very, very hard combo to execute, but yeah, well more than 100% there. Here it is in the Makoto mirror match, by the way. I can't believe that grab hit. That was like from a mile away. Gets the triple Fukiage there, and then the super is of course gonna kill. So yeah, Makoto is a very hated character to fight against, beloved by the fans, but yeah, it's not fun to fight against a character who, if the opponent has sufficient execution, can just kill you off one touch, one grab. Yeah, pretty ridiculous. All right, let's jump outside of the realm of Street Fighter here. We're going to Marvel versus Capcom 2. Would you be surprised to learn there's a character in this game that can kill you with one throw without even having to do a follow-up combo? Just the throw itself can do 100%. And it's actually Captain Commando. And the throw we care about here is just his normal kick throw towards plus heavy kick. But if you are a mashing god, this can do massive damage and even kill an opponent from full HP. I am not a mashing god, but I'm going to try as much as I can and see how much damage I can get this to do. But oh my god, you have to mash like crazy. Oh my god, I even set the opponent to roll so she would have less health, but man, I just cannot get that many hits on this. This is crazy. The people who can actually do 100% on this must be so much better at mashing than me. Either that or there's some secret technique I don't know. But what I've always heard is mash from up, back to down, forward, because that counts as 2 directions because they're diagonals. Oh, that was pretty good, but still not anywhere close to 100%. All right, let's just watch a video. Once again, shout out to BZ Choi. I think I've shown this in a different video a long time ago. And yeah, BZ Choi is just the mashing goat, I guess. I think Justin Wong told me that he's been able to do this before too. I don't know. Do I need to turn turbo on my stick or something? I have no clue. But yeah, you can actually do 100% if you're the mashing god. But one game where you do not need to be a mashing god, you can be, I don't know, a mashing plebeian, I guess, is here in Jackie Chan Fists of Fire. So once again, we have a mash throw that's going to be a little bit problematic. Kim Marie here, for whatever reason, has this grab, and you don't have to be that good at mashing. I am a mere human at mashing, as you've seen. Oh, we only did like 90% there. Hold on, let me try again and see if I can do 100. All right, I'm gonna mash really hard this time. I'm doing the swiping technique, and let's see. Let's see, come on. 100% please. Oh yeah, easy, not even close. Yeah, with the swiping my hands across the buttons method, yeah, we easily did a touch of death in that. I've actually landed that in tournament. Back in college, we had a tournament for this game, and I beat one of my friends with one grab. So yeah, it's definitely possible. And even if you don't mash, this still does a good amount of damage. So yeah, mashing throws, they really didn't balance around people being able to mash really effectively back in the day. But now games just don't have these anymore, right? What was the last game that had a mashing throw? Let me know down in the comments. Speaking of games not being balanced particularly well, there is an indie game called Blazing Strike, and this game was played at Frosty Faustings, and they had a bug in the game that had not yet been fixed, where the grappler of the game can essentially throw loop you to death. Similar to T-Hawk, it would beat reversals, it would beat wake up jump. There's basically nothing you can do. We're seeing it right now. Just throw back and forth. The commentators really had to try their best to make this entertaining. The crowd yells every time he lands the throw.
And then again.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. This is the infinite. So naturally, people started picking this character and abusing this. This is grand finals of the tournament, and yeah, sure enough, it's an Alexander mirror match. And they both want the command grab right off the bat. Yeah, there you go. He landed the command grab, but he missed the execution. Now that's crazy. Missing the execution on that is nuts. And now you're the one in the loop, but then he mistimed it. Wait a minute. The grand finals nerves are getting to both players. It happened again. Mistimed it again. Yeah, you really need to have it out on the opponent as they're waking up. So yeah, as far as I know, this has since been patched. I don't think this is a true infinite anymore. But for the brief time that this was a thing, it's pretty amazing that we actually got to see this in a tournament. I thought about making a video about this and calling it like the most cursed tournament top 8 ever. But instead, I'll just include it in this list. Yeah, pretty darn amazing here. Blazing Strike, the throw loop infinite. All right, and when it comes to being able to kill in like any situation off of anything, really no game I feel like is more like that than Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I mean, it's almost cheating to include this game in the video. X Factor level 3, like just by activating X Factor level 3, you make almost anything into like a near touch of death. This game also has characters like Hagar, where like if you land a command grab, yeah, I mean like the opponent is like definitely dead. You could do crazy long combos, so much damage, and with the super here, yeah, I mean, easy kill. So, yeah, like, doing 100% off a throw in this game is not that big of a deal, but I would say the most iconic character when it comes to killing off of a throw has to be Nova. Nova's air throw is so notorious. Like, air throws in general in this game are just really powerful because of option selects with like plink dashing and because the hitbox is really big. But Nova in particular, if he ever lands an air grab and you have a team that's kind of built around it, you should probably just kill the opponent without spending X Factor, without spending very much meter. Yeah, you should probably just get the kill. No need for anything like TAC glitch, which lets you get infinites in this game. No, we're just doing well over 100% off of a grab. Kind of insane. And it even got to the point where this was a very famous long set between Flux and Insane. Insane lands the air grab, and Flux just says no. On to the next one. It's over. I'm going to lose my 0. The cornerstone of the team. No point in continuing on. Just put another one on the board. The score is 11-23, by the way. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. And here's going to be a really insane one from Yipes versus the Evo champ Flocker. This situation is so scary on incoming because if you press any button or do anything on incoming, you can get thrown. If you don't press anything, you can't actually be air thrown until you land. So Flocker does the smart thing and presses nothing and instead gets thrown when he lands. And let's see, can Yipes get 100% off of this? Throws heavily scale damage on the follow-up combo. So Yipes is going to do everything possible. But man, these strange palm loops, the damage really does add up into the Nova super. And with just 2 meters, that killed. Absolutely insane. Gets the grab, but then techs it and immediately X Factors. And I think Yipes is just going to win this anyway. Yeah, X Factor right back. And then it's level 2 X Factor. Doctor Strange should easily kill with the bionic arm. So yeah. Nova, air throw, and ground throw are just so iconic, and I think really you know, kind of show off some of the great things about this game with the combo structure and the hype and everything like that. Yeah, it can kind of hurt to die off of one grab in fighting games in general. What do you guys think? Should this kind of thing be allowed? Is it okay in a game like Smash because you have multiple stocks, or a game like this because, you know, you have 3 characters to work with? Or is it just not okay? Should you never be able to kill off of a grab? And if there are any examples that I missed, I would love to hear about them. If you know of any characters that I did not mention that can kill off of a single grab, let me know. And with that, we're going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.